to be interactive, and I don't do sign language. So when I work with somebody, or when I speak, or whatever, tell somebody what I do, one of the huge complaints women have is that they don't know how to create an outfit with the clothes that they own. They struggle. They buy something in the store they really like, and they take it home, and then they can't figure out what to do with it. Now, sometimes that has to do with a person who just can't simply put anything together. But that's really the real reason why. And the real reason why is because, starting with the colors in the closet. So I tried to make an example. Let me get rid of my virtual backgrounds. Okay, so I tried to make an example with these clothes right here. So this is a kind of a typical example of what I see in somebody's closet. They have something in earth tones, then they might have, bright white. There's always a lot of black and white in the closet, which is not the most flattering to everybody. Then there might be a red, there might be some blue, there might be the purple, the green. And if you look at all this, you can see that it's very hard to combine them because they're not connected. They're not in the same color family or the same hues, or they're just not connected. So I have these cool little fans here. So this is an example of one person, one client. Actually, I think it's my colors. They all work together. They're all going to be able to be mixed and matched and mixed and matched. And bear with me because somebody just is trying to get in, and I'm going to be nice and do that. So hold on. So when you have the colors that are all connected, then you're not going to have this, this inability to put things together. Trying to find everything. Okay, here is another color example. Pick it up the right way. These are very bad colors for me, but they all, let me confuse you, they all work together. So if somebody was to, let's say, have a jacket or a top in this color, it would work with the beige. It would work with one of these blues. But if somebody has some of these greens, and then other things in her closet are like these maroons, they just can't go together. They can't be connected. So I bet if you have trouble figuring out what to do with how to combine a lot of your clothes, if you go in your closet, you're going to see that there is a disconnect. They're not in the same family. You could look up seasons, color seasons for what to wear, and you will see how different they all are, and how if you have a little bit of here and here and here, there is no connection. So now I'm going to turn my back on you, nothing personal, and I'm going to take some of my clothes here, and I'm going to take out the things. I hope my dog doesn't chew them at the same time. Okay, so, not even mine. Okay, so now you have some of the things that I already own. So I've gone into a blue phase, but blue is a color that's usually great on a lot of people, especially if you have colored eyes. And now you see how everything starts to go together. So for instance, this top will go with this sweater. Or my necklace that I bought on a trip when I was in England a few years ago ended up working with everything I had packed, because I had packed a lot of blues, because I could wear blue with black and blue with white and blue with blue jeans. And so this same necklace will go with this, 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 and this. That's how you make it easy to put something together. If you can find a few things that can go with many things, you've created an outfit. Now, even this scarf that I bought last year, it's got a little turquoise in it, a little white in it, a little blue in it, but I can wear it with this solid. I could wear it with this fun thing. I could wear it with this sweater. I could, not so much that. I could wear it with this guy. I could wear it with white, of course. I could wear it even with this green. So it's, I heard it. So you don't have to have a whole rainbow of colors in your closet. Stick to a few good ones, and then you'll really be able to mix and match. And I just want to warn you about black and white. And I think I've mentioned this before. Black and white, it's a trend. It's great. It's cute. But it is a little strong on a lot of people. So just be careful of it. You know, people can get caught up in what, well, the stores, back when there were stores to go to, whatever was on trend, they'd have a lot of it. When you see a lot of something, you think you should have it too, and so you buy it. So the grays were a big trend. Black and white has been a strong trend for a while, but just because there's a lot of it out there doesn't mean that you need to get it for yourself. Okay, so that's one thing. Drop my pillow, sorry. So now, another thing, oh, and by the way, if any of you want to share something that you want my feedback on, put it in the chat so I can do the first come, first serve. Okay, so I recently helped a client virtually, because that's really how I've been working for many years, but now more than ever. And I made a suggestion that she wear this gray, these gray pants that she had with a navy top. And when she put it on, she was like, it's not, she wasn't so excited. And I always say, your first reaction is the most important reaction. She just wasn't so excited, but I knew there was something there. So I suggested she find a necklace, and she found one that was silver. So something like this, so like silver, okay? Because the pants are silver and the necklace was silver, now the whole outfit was pulled together just by adding the necklace. So when you put two things together, find the third item, a third item that can combine them. It could be in a necklace, it could be in a scarf, it could be shoes if you're, you know, lucky enough to have printed shoes, but, you know, connect the colors. That is really, really a great way to make something that you think is like this come together. Another thing is that when I do my virtual, well, no, not yet. When I do my, when I've done my in-person styling workshops, I always have this necklace out. And this necklace has a whole bunch of colors. And if you have like a necklace or a scarf that has a whole bunch of different colors, you could add it to any solid outfit and then make it spectacular. So if I was to add this, again, sorry for my back, if I was to add this to purple, it goes. If I was to add this to red, it goes. But I didn't practice this, so bear with me. If I had this even to this color, this green, it goes. And of course to white, and even to blue.
Yeah.
Find something that has many different colors on it, but it has to be colors that are flattering to you, to your specifics, to your coloring, to your eyes, to your skin tone, to your hair, whatever color that may be right now, because we're all going through a transition phase. So use that also. Something with many different colors can take an outfit, can take many pieces and create a whole bunch of new outfits. And when we travel again, it's nice to have like the one necklace or the one scarf that can create so many outfits. Another little trick that I always share with my clients is, I call it mirroring. So if you have something that has like a pattern to it, okay, I'll use this as an example. So here is a top with these little teeny pearls on it. It's one of my favorite summer tops. And when I wear it with this necklace, I'm now mirroring the little balls, the little circles. It's a very subtle thing, but it, again, pulls a look together. So if you have, let's say, I'm just making this up now, a top that has a geometric print, and then, or, you know, squares on it or triangles on it. And then you have a necklace that has some squares or triangles, or a scarf, or even a handbag, something that kind of reflects the pattern, and you put it together, it pulls it all together. Nobody's gonna figure that out, unless of course they listen to this presentation. No one's gonna really figure it out, but you're gonna see how great it looks. Okay, so now my favorite part. Does anybody have any questions? I see one about big hoop earrings on trend. Okay. The thing about the earrings is if you have a small face and you wear big earrings, you're going to become overpowered. So I think that if you have to do things that are in proportion to your specifics, to your shape. So if somebody is petite, meaning, you know, shorter in height, or small face, you don't want to have something very big. You want to go smaller. The other thing, and I have mentioned this before in other presentations, is you don't want to go anything too far down, because the lower your earrings go, I'm trying to use me as an example, the lower your earrings go, the shorter your neck's going to look. So you want to be kind of careful about that. The other thing is that these big hoop earrings can be a little distracting. So it depends what you're doing. I mean, if you're doing a presentation or a business, or, you know, just even networking, you don't want people to be following your ears, you know? I mean, you want people to focus here and listen. So I'd be a little careful about that. The other thing about trends is they come and go really fast. They're meant to make you buy. I'm not even sure trend's going to be that important, frankly, right now, because isn't it going to be more important just to be able to get out again? I don't know. I don't think that trend's going to be a big deal right now. And shopping as a whole is going to be very, very different. Websites for accessories. I still think you could try, I haven't checked it lately, but like TJ Maxx or Marshall's websites, they have great, very well priced accessories. And I've heard, by the way, that the stores that have already opened up in other states, like, you know, clearance. So it'd be fun. The other thing is Macy's. Oh, I didn't bring it with me, and I'm not going to leave you, but I have a necklace that I bought there years ago for like $14.99. I get tons of compliments on it. They have it again in another version. It ranges from $15 to $20, depending on what sale they have. So look under Macy's necklaces, you know, $20 and under. They have some great price stuff. And then the rest of the time, it's just if I happen to be like in a little store someplace and I see something. But I find that TJ Maxx and Marshalls really had some good stuff, and so did Macy's, believe it or not. I'm not a fan of Macy's, but for their costume jewelry, it was pretty good. Somebody asked about how to figure out the best colors. Well, I am able to do that virtually. So whether it's in person or virtually, that's the first thing I do. And I'm about to have a very, very cool way of doing it virtually, which is that you're going to be seeing colors like this behind your photo. And then when you see your face next to the colors that are right for you and wrong for you, you're gonna see it, you're gonna know it, and you're gonna get it, you're gonna understand it. So, okay, cheaper jewelry, the metals look too fake. When I say jewelry, like necklaces, there's really no metal on them. It could be like some plastic. I didn't really bring all my goodies here because I'm in my office, not my bedroom. I've gotten turquoise beads or red beads. I wouldn't buy like fake gold. No, I wouldn't do that. I'm talking about like statement pieces, but not fake metal, because yeah, it looks terrible after a few wears. Let's see. Okay, so the Nick and Zoe pants are fantastic, and that actually was my client who had the gray pants. They were gray Nick and Zoe pants. They're wonderful. She has them in quite a few colors. I think it's a great look to have. You just have to have a top that covers the elastic band. my top is not covering up my butt. I feel it's not flattering if the top hits anywhere higher up, but that really limits the tops that work with my favorite types of pants. Thoughts? Okay. So I do think that there's a lot of tops out there. So I'm not sure where you're looking. The Nick and Zoe tops, which I happen to be wearing one right now, are long enough to just, just get to the panty line, and it also depends how tall you are. I don't remember how tall you are, but if you are on the shorter side, you don't want to wear very long tops. Ideally, they should stop at the widest part of your hips. So a tunic would be great if you're 5'5" or taller, or even 4'4" if you wear some heels, and then you can cover up the butt. But I have to say, a lot of tops now are longer because women are not willing to show their panty line anymore, and a lot of tops are shorter in the front and longer in the back just for that reason. So I think you might have to look someplace else. Yeah, 5'4", you can wear a tunic with a little bit of a heel and you'll be fine. But the Nick and Zoe tops are long enough. They make them long enough to cover up the tush, because I don't want to show my tush either. I don't want to have to think about panty lines. That it's just not going to happen. Does anybody want to share something from their closet that they'd like to get my opinion on? Who's brave enough? Who's willing to take advantage of this? I mean, it's not often that you get, the What Not to Wear team to say, show me something. Come on. Somebody's got to have something they have a question on. No? Shocking. So I am, I'll put it in the chat. I'm not in my closet. Well, I can wait if you want to go grab something. Any other questions before I tell you something? Okay, so let me just do a little bit of a wrap, not a wrap, but like a summary, because I'm not wrapping up. Remember that it's the colors where you start. Stop buying one-offs, or stop thinking that you can make something with something if you don't have anything else in the closet to go with it. So if you bought something that you can't figure out what to wear, try the necklace trick. Try to connect the bottom color, usually a pant, with the top color through an accessory here, earring or necklace or scarf. Connect them. Only buy what works with what you already have. So when I bought this necklace on a whim, I was in London, it started raining, I ran into a store to get out of the rain, and I just knew the colors were going to go with a lot of other things that I have, and it does, and it did. So try to focus on that, the colors. Then also think of your shoes. Don't always just do black and brown and beige, gesundheit. So go for something interesting. Like Macy sometimes has very interesting prints in the shoes. Well, how cool is that if you have a whole solid outfit and then you add the little print in the shoe, or add a color? Like I have orange sandals that I bought by Monroe because I knew I wanted something very comfortable, and when I bought them, I was a little I can't explain to you. I bought them because I had a feeling, but then I'm like, orange? I don't like orange. But you know what? They go great with white. They go great with blue. They go great with, what else? All shades of blue, turquoise. I mean, I wear them like crazy in the summer because they're very comfortable and they add a lot of fun to an outfit. So I can even wear black and they just look like a lot of fun, and they add a little interest. So don't get so stuck on this, the same old boring stuff. Okay, I have started doing. I sent out a blog or newsletter about a month ago, and I asked my readers what can I offer you that you would like? What would you like? And many people wanted to know about the gray hair, and that's why my last blog was about the gray hair and the products. And I'm going to try to let somebody else in, but it's a little late, but hold on. And so I explained how there are a lot of things out there that'll help you get by without having, you know, the coloring that we're all doing now, because it's hard, you know, it's really hard that we're not getting our hair cut or our hair colored. It's a little painful right now. So then the other person wrote, she had attended one of my in-person styling workshops 3 years ago, maybe, and she suggested that I do them virtually. And I'm like, I never thought of that. I mean, duh, I never thought of that. So that's a link I'm going to put in the chat to everyone. If you click on it and look at it later on when we're done, or click on it and then leave it, you know, on the side, because I can do everything virtually. And so now in a virtual workshop, I'm making them smaller so I can really focus very, very tightly because it's virtual, but it's for up to 4 women. And it's only $97. My in-person was $300. And you will learn the colors and the necklines and a whole lot of tricks and specifics. And everybody can bring 4 of the items of their closet. I had one woman who brought things to me that she wanted to get rid of, and I showed her, no, you just need to know how to combine it differently. And, you know, so it's so much fun. I don't provide coffee or tea or water. You have to bring that yourself, but it's a hell of a lot of fun. And then I'll have a whole rack of my clothes to share with you and show you what I do and different little seaming details. So it's an awful lot of fun. So do check that out. In terms of scarves, okay. Not everybody is happy wearing a scarf. Some people feel constricted, you know? So in that case, I recommend scarves like this one that are very, 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 very light. I mean, it's very airy and it's not bulky. I mean, you know, you can see I can make it very skinny when I just hold it like that. So you can do a scarf where you can just wrap it around, you know, very simple, and then bring it down so that you don't feel it next to your face. And then I take the tails and I put them in this way so that it stays in place and doesn't fall apart. And then it's kind of interesting. And then I play with it. And so I don't even feel it. It's so light. So that's one suggestion in terms of scarves. I think I love them. I mean, I have a lot of scarves. I have like 3 boxes in my closet of scarves by color, the black section, the red section, and the blue section. But they add a lot of interest, and they're great for, you know, when it's a little cool, and especially in the spring and in the fall, when it's a little cool, it's, you know, cooler more than it is during the day. They are wonderful. But I suggest light fabrics so that you don't even notice that they're there. And I tend to not get so into the whole how do you put a scarf on thing. So like that's one way I did it. The other thing you can do is you could tie a knot at the end. Okay, and now you've created your own what they call infinity scarf, and then you just wrap it around as many times as you want, depends. And now that little knot kind of becomes interesting too. And again, if you don't want anything near your face, you just bring it down.
Nice.
So you know, there's tons of fun videos about how to tie a scarf, but I kind of like let it sort of just do its thing. Sometimes I just say go like this and let it hang down. And let me tell you, you know what that's really helpful for? Covering up the stomach, because pretty soon I'm going to put on a pair of pants with a zipper and a button because I'm curious to know what that's going to feel like. And I probably will share a photo of it because I don't think I'll be able to close it. But for my other pants where I don't have to use a zipper and a button, you might be seeing me a lot when I get out there with the scarves just hanging straight down. It just totally makes the stomach disappear. And who doesn't want that? We all want that. So that's that. I don't think they have to be fussy, and you don't have to go too crazy. You can just literally just, you know, wrap it around 150 times, depending upon how long it is, and then call it a day, and then that's it. I didn't do that very well, but you kind of know what I mean there. But I don't like it really up like this, and there's a couple of reasons. Because first of all, now I have absolutely no neck, and that's just not a good look. The only time who's it? Diane Keaton does that a lot because she has like a neck phobia thing. She's like really self-conscious about it, but I don't think it's a good look to not have a neck. Does anybody have anything from their closet? I can't believe you're not taking me up on this. Oh my gosh, anybody have a scarf or a necklace or a top that they just don't know what to do with, or they want to know if they should wear or how to wear it? Anything? Really? This is shocking. This is shocking. I can't believe it. How often does this happen when you have a chance to ask? Okay, does anybody have any questions about, like, for instance, I shared that many women have a hard time making an outfit because the clothes in their closet aren't connected. The colors aren't connected. What is somebody else's issue? Or what do you think is your issue when it comes to creating an outfit? You can ask me out loud or you can type it in. I'm here for you, so I'm not going anywhere until you ask me. Okay, so one person said nothing looks good. You think nothing looks good. It's just that you're looking at the wrong stuff because you don't know what to look for. So women tend to keep going to the same store they've always gone to or buy the same kind of thing they've always bought. And there is something good. There are great looking, there is the right outfits really for everyone, no matter what. If you start with the color and then you start with knowing what your neckline should be and what the details should be, whether it's seaming or where a button even is, or where a pocket is, or how long something should be. When you know that stuff, so much will look good on you. And it doesn't matter if you're shopping at Macy's or Bloomingdale's or Kohl's or Target. It just doesn't matter. It just that you have to know the specifics. And then that'll make all the difference in the world. Like for some people, they put something on. So like let's say I have a client that puts a top on, and she's like, I don't like it. I don't understand what I don't like about it. Well, then I show her that if the neckline was up here, it would look a lot better on her. Or if it was over here, something as subtle as that can make all the difference. And if in fact you have something that, now that I said this to you, and the neckline did seem too low for you, then that's why you want to add something to fill up the space, whether it's a necklace or this. Like this is a little low for me, so I sort of added a little something up here with a necklace. So that's one thing. But there are things that look good. There absolutely are things that look good for you. Okay, iPhone. Show me the shirt you want my advice on, because your name is iPhone. Who is that? You're gonna have to unmute yourself. Who is it? Braze, let me see. Let me try this. Let's see if I can do this. Let me see if I can find, there's iPhone. Is that you?
You. Yes, that's me. I'm sorry, I lost the visual for a minute. So.
All right, so you're gonna have to put show yourself.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not showing?
No.
Okay. Oh, here I am. There. Sorry.
It's okay.
I'm trying.
It's really hot here, guys. I don't know where you are, but my God, it's hot.
There. Now, can you see me?
Yes.
Okay. So, can you see the shirt?
Yes.
And I put it on, and I put on leggings, or I'll put on pants, and it just doesn't seem to look right. Okay. And I don't know whether you leave the inner lining out or you tuck it in, or.
How long is this? Because it's hard for me to see how long it is.
On me, I'm short. It's almost down to my knees. It is actually, the back is down below my knees.
All right, I can't really see that part of you. Okay, so one thing right off the bat, I think the neckline is too low.
Okay.
And when there's a lot of skin, like a big scoop, it can kind of drag us down, and it can look a little farty sometimes.
Okay. Okay.
So that's one thing. I cannot tell from the way you have the angle if that really is appropriate for leggings or not. To me, it looks like, I mean, it looks like a silky fabric, right?
It is kind of silky. It's not silk. It's a very light cotton over something that feels like silk.
What color are your eyes, by the way?
Brown.
Brown. Okay. Well, the color should be fine for you. When you said leggings, were they black?
Yes.
Okay, that's too harsh.
Okay.
So I would wear that if you have denim leggings,
Denim.
denim or whites, as long as it's, you know, like white jeans, but a narrow leg. But I think that's too harsh over black.
Okay, that may be the problem.
Yeah, yeah, it's too harsh with black. So that's what I would do. I think over denim leggings, which is what I'm wearing now, and pretty much have been for the last 3 months, I think that would look good. And then because I do think the neckline's a little low, just see if you can add, like, I think that's a little rosettes on that neckline, something like that.
Yes.
Yeah, so if you, I mean, I don't want you to run out and buy something, but if you ever find a necklace that has like little flowers too, that'd be really cool to tie it all in.
Mm-hmm.
But I would first start with not doing black leggings. It's just too severe.
Okay. Generally, I'll wear actually something underneath it that comes a little higher up. No?
Don't do that. That's the problem with a lot of these lower things. And then people put like these tops and then there's no connection. It looks like you're just trying to cover up the skin. So you're better off either with a scarf or a necklace. Is it really low when you put it on? Is that why?
Oh, it's been a while. Yeah, I think it's a little too low. It's not very low, but it's a little too low.
Yeah, I would try then adding like, you know, like something like a light scarf, or see if you can find a necklace that it's a substantial necklace to fill in the space. But I wouldn't put a tank underneath it. It doesn't work with a tank.
Okay. Thank you.
Good? Yeah. Anybody else?
What do you mean by farty, by the way?
when we have, sometimes when neckline is wrong for us, it's like dowdy.
Okay.
You know, it brings us down, you know, we want to be perked up. We want to look fresh. And some things, I mean, just imagine an oversized cardigan, you know, it's not going to make us look our best, you know. So like that, okay. You know, it's a cute top. So you just need to do a few things to make it work for you. And one of them for sure is not the black leggings.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for being brave enough to be number one. Okay, let's see. Long legs. I have long legs, and either they're too short or cropped and cut my legs off too high. Bootleg, extra wide legs are in fashion, but they make me look heavier. Which style to wear? Okay, so, all right. So first of all, don't worry about what's in style when it comes to pants, because everything goes now, everything. And the straight-legged pants, which is probably your best bet, are not going anywhere because we look too good in them. They're going to have to grab them off our bodies kicking and screaming. It's not going to happen. So let me see, pants that long, either too short. So have you ever, can I try to unmute you? Let me find you. All right. If you're there and you can hear me, I'm going to ask you a question. Beth.
Yes.
Okay. So have you ever tried the Nick and Zoe pants?
I have some, and I like them. I just feel like my pants are boring.
Well, I can tell you one thing that you did, which I advise people not to do, is you got tan pants are a little hard to work with. Everybody thinks that they're great to have, but they can look a little postal, as can navy, yes. You know. So I think you should just sort of get the tan ones out of the closet and don't worry about them, and stick to the white and the black and maybe the navy, maybe.
So basically what I wear most of the time is black pants all winter and white pants all summer.
Right.
I feel like I'm in a uniform.
Well, you're in a uniform if you're only wearing solid tops. So what you need to do is you need to get small prints, because you worry about prints making you, so you don't want to have like large blossoms. you know, or animals or anything like that, just small prints. So like something like this is a very small print,
Right.
you know, or
I was referring more to not wanting to wear prints in my pants.
don't.
Yeah.
So, first of all, that was also a big trend for a while. And I cannot tell you how many closets I've been in where the women have tons of printed pants and never wear them. You know, it was a cute idea, looked cute with one top, and then everybody got caught up in it and bought more and more and more of them. And they're not the most flattering. And if there's like lines and stuff like that, and you're not perfect, and I don't know anybody who is, then everything starts to become a test pattern. So, so I think what you should try to do is, if the Nick and Zoe work for you, because they are long,
Yes.
right? I think you should work on getting more interesting tops, not solids.
Okay.
And then maybe even also some color in your shoes, whether it's you know, multicolor blues, or like I said, oranges, reds, you know, but something like that to sort of make it more fun, so it doesn't seem so uniform. I'm happy to, you know, like for instance, like, you know, the navy and gray, when women have navy and gray pants, I always say, you know, it's the borderline postal worker look, so you got to be really, really careful with that. And in terms of other pants, Nordstrom's Halogen is pretty good too for length. How tall are you?
5'9".
Oh, so okay. Yeah. So the Nick and Zoe are good for taller women. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So stick to that. But I think, you know, a lot of women have more bottoms than tops. You need more tops than bottoms.
Yes.
So I would just try to get some cool small prints or small stripes, you know, pin stripes, nothing big, nothing bold.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, so mostly doing Zoom meetings now, wearing solid long sleeve tees. What else would look good on business casual? So I'm fine for, you know, and I've done presentations on how to look good from the waist up. That's all good to do, you know, solid long sleeve tees, but I would add a scarf so that it doesn't look like a t-shirt. So it's a little bit dressier. Or not so much a long sleeve tee, but a more of a regular top. So like, for instance, like this is a tunic, okay? This is from one of my favorite labels, Foxcroft. That doesn't need ironing, which to me is bliss. So a Foxcroft tunic top like this over your pajama pants or leggings will be great on camera. You'll be comfortable, but it's a little bit nicer than just like a t-shirt, because sometimes these t-shirt tops, this is in the front. This is in good shape, but some of these t-shirt tops can start to get a little droopy, like that commercial on TV where the blind date, all she sees is the collar. So be a little careful with that. And of course, you can always just add but I have one on, a necklace, just to make it a little bit more interesting. And here's a little trick for you guys. When you're wearing like a round top, okay, you want to make sure that your necklace is laying on the opening of the top. So how do I show this to you here? So let me fix this for you, and I'm going to try to give you a good example. Okay, so when you put something on that has like a rounded top and you have a rounded necklace, you want the necklace to fall at the opening, so it looks like it's part of the top. You want to try to avoid it being higher than the neckline like that. If you can get it to be look like it's part of the top, it's a really great look. Wow. And that works really great for like cocktail dresses too, back when we go out and celebrate again. When you have the necklace on the neckline of the dress, it looks like it's part of the dress. It's a great look. You can take a basic dress and really dress it up by adding some sort of fun, sparkly necklace there. So that's just a little tip there. So, okay, let me see. 5'2", a lot of petite slacks are too short. Do you know how the Nick and Zoe petites run? I have a lot of my clients are petite, and Nick and Zoe is fantastic. So they do have petites. Nordstrom's has a decent collection, and Nick and Zoe's website does too. And if anybody wants to email me, I will send them a list with links of you know, these labels that I love and recommend. But yeah, for your height, no problem with the Nick and Zoe, and they are very flattering and they're very easy. Don't even need dry cleaning. That's what I would recommend. And the only thing with you, because you're 5'2", is to be, I would avoid any, unless you're really into high heels, and I don't recommend that, I would avoid any like cropped pants, because it's just gonna chop up the legs and make you look wider and shorter, and you wanna look taller, so you wanna have as much length as possible in the pants. You want long, lean fighting machine. So does that help? Okay. Anybody else want to show me something? Show and tell? I can't believe it. Going once? I will unmute everybody, and then if you want to say something, you can say it. Let me do that. Because for all I know, you might be trying to talk, and then I don't even... bear with me.
And now I'm unmuted. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. So the necklace that you were showing along the neckline of the shirt, most of the time, the necklace will go inside the shirt instead of staying outside.
Yeah, I mean, if it shouldn't, if you have it. If it once it hooks onto the link, it shouldn't do that. Then you want to go, if that happens to you, then go a little bit longer so it definitely stays on the outside.
Mm-hmm.
But it shouldn't. So then make it a little bit longer than in your case, just to make sure. Because I don't have that problem. So I'm thinking maybe you're making it a little bit too short.
Mm-hmm.
Try that. For glue. I'm kidding. Anybody else? Pant lengths, what's in? So that again, I say, you know, full length pants. If you're tall, you can go for the cropped. There is a whole thing where the pants come up to like mid calf, and then people wear like heels with it. It's a very trendy kind of a young look. I'd be a little careful about that. What else? But I'm a big, like the Nick and Zoe straight leg pants. I'm a big fan of Lycée leggings. They are very, very flattering no matter what size you are. As long as you wear a top that covers the butt, they make the legs look great. So that's another thing. But I as long as, you know, straight leg or, you know, what they call skinny or leggings are good. I wouldn't go too wide, because it's just not taking on. Like it's a trend that's can't catch on no matter how much they try. And that would be it. I would do full length as much as possible. If you want to wear shorts, wear them as long as possible, like Bermuda shorts, depending upon where you know, what you're doing in temperature and where you live. I mean, like somebody who's like in Martha's Vineyard, that's like a uniform, as opposed to somebody who's in New York City, you know. So let's see, anything else? Anybody else? I mean, I can't believe I'm giving free advice and nobody's showing me their stuff.
All right, as long as no one's asking, I've got another one.
Okay.
This is a little more personal. So I wear sleeveless all year round because I get hot flashes all the time.
I get it.
How much of this is allowed to show?
The skin?
Well, the skin with the little bulge on the side.
Oh, so, well, my attitude is I had a long sleeve top on right before I started this, and I switched real fast because it was getting too hot for me. So, depending upon, like this one, nothing shows because it's just cut
right.
away that doesn't show it. You just have to really focus on getting tops that have enough little fabric that it doesn't show. The other thing is you can wear very sheer things over it. Nick and Zoe has I think it's called the 4-in-1. It's been so long since I've been in a store. It's called the 4-in-1. It's a very, in the summer they make it very lightweight. It's almost like see-through in a knit, and you put that on and it just gives you just enough little coverage, but you're still not getting hot. It's very breathable. So that's something I would suggest. I did a blog post, God, like 2 years ago about different items out there to cover up that are very sheer. But, you know, if you're really hot, I think people will notice you sweating more than your arms. So I would not be as concerned as you are. You know?
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
But definitely check out the Nick and Zoe's 4-in-1. It's great. It's
Thank
called
you.
4-in-1. You can wear it different ways, but I suggest you wear it one way. Just let it hang open. Done.
Thank you.
Anybody else? Anybody? I'm unmuting people if they want to be unmuted. Any other questions, ladies? Okay, I have a question for you guys. When you feel safe or good enough or whatever to go shopping again, what store do you plan on going to first? I'm curious. For me, it's Starbucks, but that's got nothing to do with clothes. But Nordstrom Rack, yeah, I'm looking forward to going to the Nordstrom Rack again. Not where I live, but in other states, I like going to the Nordstrom Rack. Nordstrom, yep, I'm looking forward to that. You know that they're going to be changing their stores.
Right.
So they're closing some stores. They're going to redesign some stores. I posted on Facebook a few days ago that Target has paper over their mirrors, so you can't hold clothing up against yourself and look at your reflection. It's freaky. And I even wrote on Twitter to them, at least make a sign, because to me, when you cover a mirror, you're sending a message to us like we're not worthy to be seen. It's just subliminal to me. But yeah, it's really going to be different. Dressing rooms are not going to be open. It'll be a long time. But I will eventually get back out there in the stores, but I'm going to take my time. But Starbucks is where I want to go first, and then I'll go to Nordstrom Rack when I visit my daughter in Colorado. Lord & Taylor is, people love to shop there. They're not going to make it. Once they closed the Fifth Avenue store in New York City, that was kiss of death. The problem with Lord & Taylor is not all their stores are good, and they it's a promotional store, just not the best. Oh, I hear myself. I don't know who that is. Okay. I don't think they're going to make it. So believe it or not, Nordstrom's has some great deals too. It's just not as promotional as Lord & Taylor, but their sales racks are great.
What about Marshall's?
Well, Marshall's is TJ Maxx to me. So I have a TJ Maxx near me. And so that I really am looking forward to going back to TJ Maxx, because that is not a place to go if you're on a mission. You can't be like, I need a new outfit or a new top or a new dress. You know, I go there for the fun. It's the thrill of the hunt, but never, ever, because I need something, because there's no cohesiveness there. I mean, you know, you might find, like I can find some good deals there, and I might find something kind of interesting there, especially when it comes to accessories. You can't go there looking for the dress for the wedding that you have to go to, because there is no guarantee they're going to have anything for you ever. It's just for fun, basically. And again, keep it. Well, not again. I can tell you this. Even TJ Maxx and Marshalls have clothes made just for them, so you're not really getting a big deal. You know, not like, you know, but I find things that I have seen in the stores. I know it's legitimately, because I do a lot of shopping with clients. So whether it's online or in the store, I know the merchandise really well. So I get really excited. And they have great home stuff too. This is being recorded, yes. And if you're a subscriber, you'll get the recording sent. So make sure you're a subscriber. And you are. Loman's, oh God, I had so much fun with my mother at Loman's. I miss it too. So the thing about the fabrics is, I don't disagree about the China thing, but we created that monster because everybody wanted cheap. The thing about fabrics is they're saying that the virus doesn't live that long on fabrics. So from what I'm understanding and hearing is that when things are returned to the store, they will not be put back on the sales floor for a while, or if they're returned through the mail, then I can be sent right back out to be shipped out again to somebody else. They're going to let the stuff de-virus. I don't know how else to say it. And that's why they don't want people holding up clothing next to them, putting it back on the rack. It's gonna be tough. Let's see. Bought a necklace. Where's the necklace? Let me see the necklace. Elizabeth, can you share it with us?
I don't know how.
Okay. Do you see the video symbol on the bottom? It says stop video or start video.
Yes.
It's like a video camera thing.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh, okay. Should I click on that?
Click on that and see what happens.
What do you think?
Nothing.
There you go.
Yeah.
I see you.
Oh my God. All right.
So show me your necklace.
I just put it on a white top, but I don't know if you can see it.
Okay, so move. Okay.
Can you see it?
No.
You have to keep talking, and if you talk, then I see the whole thing.
Wait.
Okay.
'Cause
So it's a cute necklace. It's really long. Can you wrap it around twice?
let me see. Yes.
Okay. Now if you wrap it around twice, now it's good. Now it's more proportion to you. It was just too long.
I just look in the mirror.
Yes.
I want to see.
Let me see what else.
Unbelievable, because it looks pretty. I never thought of doing that.
I love doing this.
I hated this.
Yeah, you can wear that. You can wear that with black. You can wear that with navy. You can wear that with white if you want. But yeah, it was just too much. And so doing that makes it more interesting.
My other question, which you said you would answer privately, but it's this. The hair salons are closed, and my hair gets extremely frizzy. And I just used the blow dryer today. The minute I go outside, it's like that. And I don't really like ponytails. So what can I do?
Not my best area of expertise, but what I do is like I take little clips like this,
Yeah.
and then I just sort of take some of it and I put it back there, and then just to add a little height in the front, and then that way it's not my face.
Oh,
So
that's a
you
good
go,
idea.
drugstore, whatever, they sell these little teeny clips, or they have bigger ones too. And that's how I add a little height and get it out of my face. Your hair
And what
looks
can I
nice.
do with this part? Because this part frizzes horrible.
Yeah, you can just take that and put it back here.
Oh,
Yeah,
great.
that's it.
Thank you so much.
Um,
I love the necklace idea.
I'm glad. Anybody else? Let's see what I'm sticking to online shopping. Okay, what do I suggest? Breathable fabric. Okay, I'm going backwards. Okay, so there's a lot of synthetic fabrics now that do have breathability, if that's the right word. There's some really, really nice ones out there, and they're not inexpensive either. So it doesn't have to always be all cotton or linen. And it's harder to find 100% cotton and linen. Well, for instance, if you get like a shirt that's 100% cotton, you're gonna have to be ironing it all the time. And if you get ones that I love, like Foxcroft, it's got a little bit of a polyester in it where it's still breathable, but you don't have to iron it. So online shopping, I've been doing that, I mean, since I've been shopping. I've been doing online shopping. My big suggestion is when you do online shopping, for a lot of women, it's overwhelming, but there are,
Filters.
word, what was that?
Filters.
Filters, thank you. You read my mind. Use the filters. So the filter meaning the size, just click your size. So for me, I always click medium and large. For your shoes, I click, my shoe size. For colors, so, if you have a lot of black, and odds are you do, I very rarely will even check off the black, because that'll take 550 things out of the search bar right there. So you can even on some sites go by neckline. So I know what necklines I'm looking for me or for my clients. So if, for instance, they look better in round necks as opposed to square or V-neck, then I will just check off that filter. So you can take a result that goes from 1,000 to just 200 by just doing those filters. So that's really important. And I have to say that I find, I find great deals in the stores. I do. That's how I roll. I always go to sales first for my clients, but you can get some great deals online too. So let's see. Where do I suggest to shop? I'm a Nordstrom's fan. I really am. Excellent customer service, great price points. That's really where I'm at in terms of shopping. And then Nick and Zoe, and then Lycée, I'm a big fan of too. And then there's a new line that one of my clients turned me on to called Dizzy Lizzy, I think it's called. And they make really fun prints, but they're very whimsical. And that has to be something that fits into your personality. Online shopping tips. Oh, I just did that. Okay. Okay. So if you use the filters, Marianne, you're not going to make the same mistakes. Oh, you can even filter by price. So for instance, if I'm going to Neiman's website because they're having a big sale, I automatically do not select anything that's above like $100, because I can get for, let's say, $50 something that's sold for $200. So, but I don't want to look at anything that's really expensive. Okay, so the whole multiple thing, this is a common situation. It's a common ailment with women. Try not to buy something that fits you in the same every color or pattern that it comes in, because you end up not having any more outfits. You just spend more money. Chico's, it's a little dangerous. It's not always the best. People tend to spend a lot there, and then they still don't like the clothing that they have. So I always say try not to shop where you always shop, because if you don't like, if you're not happy with your wardrobe, or you find it difficult to make outfits, or let's say you bought something in 3 different colors and the 4 prints that it came in, and then you end up not wearing it, then you're shopping at the wrong store. So that's my thing. So try different stores. Really try different stores. And now with online, you can easily try different stores. Right now it's taking I ordered some clothes from the Gap for my son in March. I got an email that it shipped today. So that's unusual, that I ordered something from Bloomingdale's for a client and it shipped the next day. So you don't know what's going to happen right now in terms of shipping. That'll change soon, I'm sure. But I'm not a huge Chico's fanatic. So let's see. Anybody else? Scarves I already covered. I think you missed it, Rochelle. So what I was saying with scarves was try to get ones in multicolors, many different colors, your best colors, because then you can wear it with it all solid and totally make that a great outfit. When I travel and I miss traveling, I would take one scarf that would go with everything I owned, and would make an outfit go from day to night with just a scarf, or night to day. So, and the more petite you are, the thinner the scarf you want it to be. And also as a general rule, you don't want heavy, thick scarves. No one should look like they're being swallowed by their clothing. So that's just a general rule.
Yeah, sure.
Anybody else? Going once?
Go.
Going twice?
Whoa.
Okay, so please check out, it's very limited, this virtual workshop that I'm doing. Some of you have been in my actual workshop. It's going to be the same exact thing, except we'll be looking and talking this way, and I'll be showing you everything that I showed you in person, but I'm only limiting it to 4 in a group. I've only scheduled 3 of these, and the price you cannot beat. I mean, it's only $97. That's what you've been saving not going to Starbucks in a month. So please check it out, because I'm not making it public yet. I will starting tomorrow. So you can see it all today. And let me see if I can. Okay, I put it back in the chat, so you can. It's a clickable link. So yeah, so you can go on to that and check it out. If you have any questions, please tell me, and email me. And if anybody would like to have access to my favorite brands, just send me an email, and I'll create something to share with you guys. I will, if you are a subscriber, I will be sending out a recording of this for you to have, and then keep in mind, just play a little bit with what you have. Like with that one necklace, I looked at it, and then I knew there was a way to do something with it that she didn't think of on her own, and that's the fun of having me look at your things, because I can see something and think of a new way to do something with it. I can look at a spreadsheet and want to faint. So I have my talents and I have my flaws, and or my inability to do things, and I have a lot of them. But when it comes to accessories and clothing and outfits and colors and what to do and why things look good and don't look good, I'm great at that. But don't ask me to do anything mathematical or technical. It's all over. So that's just it. So all right. So let me know if you have any questions. Otherwise, I am going to say goodbye and get in front of a fan, because I am really hot. Anybody else? And you're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you. Listen, guys, if you have any ideas for topics you'd like me to cover in this same kind of format, let me know. And if you want to get really, really help and really get in with your clothes and get some, tips, go to that link and read about it. Okay, I worked hard on that page. Okay, guys, I will see you later, and it was nice to see you. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.